Welcome to the Soulfire Podcast, where every day we talk about real life, real shit, real raw. On this show, you can expect us to dive deep into topics like marriage, parenting, money, business, feeling like you want to give up, fighting for yourself, just straight soul healing. This podcast is all about life. Hey there, it's Power Coach Alicia here, your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, and educational life coaching, transformational speaking, and soul healing. We're talking about setting your soul on fire. I specialize in helping women put themselves first without feeling guilty, getting out of their own way, and finding themselves again. No fluff, no hand-holding, no bullshit here, just love, light, and peace as we journey through this thing called life. Oh my gosh, let me just tell you that this episode may be shorter than others, but it is so freaking mighty. The analogy that I came up with in each of my life coaching programs, I first came up with it in my Soul Circle program, and then I expanded on it in Shift Happens. I knew that once I got to the end of it, that it had to be a podcast episode. So you are going to hear me talking to other people. It's pulled right out of my Shift Happens program. It is going to rock your world and blow your mind. So I just want to say to get freaking ready, because it is going to give you a different perspective that you never even thought of. And I cannot wait to hear what you think. So make sure once you get done with today's episode that you actually do head over to community.soulhealingzone.com and share with me, or send me a message on Facebook, right? And just share with me how this session connected with you. So without further ado, here is the dark room and light room. So the analogy, when I keep talking about this door that I made up last night, was when you start on this journey, you're in a room that is dark and it is so full of shit. I mean, there is shit everywhere. Everything you can possibly think of, you can't move. There's so much shit. Think about hoarding to the worst level. Like, you can't even get outside. Hoarders at least leave their house sometimes. You know, you can't get outside. There are no fucking tunnels. Every nook and cranny is so full of all the shit, the emotional shit, the physical shit, the bad people, all of it is just there. Everything, and good. So everything is just there. So emotional shit, bad shit, emotional, the people that bring out the worst emotions in you, best emotions in you, the good shit, the good people, it's all in the room and you can't move. And the thing about it is, it's dark. Okay. Then as you start to do the work, you realize that there has to be a fucking way that you can get out of this. There has to be a way. I get that I'm trapped here right now, but nothing is finite, and I'm going to get the fuck out of this room. Okay. That is step one. I'm joining Shift Happens. I'm joining Soul Circle. I'm fucking fighting for myself. That's where you are, right? And then as you start to show up for yourself and do the work soul deep in your journey, and you don't give up on yourself and you keep going, you find a little hole. Start digging, get out there. Fuck. Now you realize that this whole time there was space all around you, because how did you fit there? But now that you started digging, now you're starting to move this stuff around behind you. What? Guess what that means? You just made space forward in a room that there was nowhere for you to go. And you just keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing that. And then before you know it, you found the fucking door. Yes, I found the door, right? Now this is where you're tested. Something big happens. And it either makes you go backwards somehow It's like a Control Alt Delete button or an undo button, and you're right back there. What the fuck? How the hell did I get here? I worked so hard to get to that goddamn door, and now I'm stuck here again. And you're thinking, I don't have it in me to do it again. I don't have it in me to fight through that shit again. Do you know how fucking hard that was to move all that shit behind me to get to that door? I'll never make it again. I can't stay here. I cannot stay here. I can't do it again. And then something, usually me, because I'm that for you now, shows up, says, let's fucking go. Like outside the house, right? Screaming your name. Hello, I'm out here. Like, I don't want to fucking wait for you. Let's go, you know? Okay. I can do this. I don't want to do it again. You know? I don't fucking care. You know? And then you're like, okay, you start digging. But this time, the frantic digging, you're like, boom, you're to the door. What the fuck? How did I get here so fast? That took me so much longer the first time. You already knew what you were doing. You already knew what you needed to do. You already knew the action you needed to take. You already knew the tools you needed to use. So boom, you're at the door. This time, you're like, we ain't doing this again. You get as far back as you can. You kick that motherfucker open. Boom, it bursts open. You're still standing there though, right? And you're like, I don't know if I want to walk through the door because that room is empty, but it's bright as fuck. You're like, whoa, you know? It's bright, it's happy, oh, you know, it's like that kind of room, but there is nothing in it. You turn around, there's that wall of shit, you know, just hanging out there. What am I going to do? No, I'm going through it. So now you walk. Dude, Alicia, I feel so good. I'm doing so good. I'm taking such good care of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I journaled. Oh my God, I told my ex-husband off. Fuck yeah, I'm so proud. Now you're in the room, right? But that door is still open. So the steps now is closing it. But you already locked it before you walked through. Because when you make that decision, when you get to that point that you're never going back, you're going to shut that door from the bright room and you'll never be able to get in it again. And then somewhere in here, you have a soul cleanse, or you've been having them, right? But it's like this huge shedding where you let it all go. I mean, all of it, all of it. This is going to be a podcast segment because this is so fucking good. You let it all go, but you got to shed it all. All the shit, all the good, all the bad, all the ugly, all the new people, all the old people, every fucking thing you've been through, you got to let it go before you shut that door because you ain't ever going back. And when you do, you stand in the middle of the room and you do this like jiggy thing. Yeah. You're like so excited because you made it. But it's empty. And there ain't nobody in it. There ain't nothing in it. It's just a bright, happy, I've arrived room. And now, like Chanel says, you start to add the furniture and you decide what you want. Are you painting it? What are you doing? Who's partying in there with you? Who are you allowing to join you? Who's never coming through that fucking door? You know? Because remember, you're not bringing any of that old stinky shit into this room. All the shit you get is new. It's coming through the front door, not that bullshit, right? Tell me you fucking loved that. You better tell me you love that. I literally just added so much to it from last night. That's the journey. And then you go out the door to the world, everything at your fingertips, everything you could have ever imagined. And now it's the next climb of the decisions you're going to make. And are you going to quit the job? Chanel. Are you going to start the business? Are you going to step into your power in your new position, Morgan? Are you gonna just go? Are you gonna keep climbing through your growth? Or are you gonna go stand in the bright room celebrating for the rest of your fucking life? Because eventually, if you don't go out that front fucking door to the world that is there for you and make big decisions for yourself and your life to move forward, the bright room becomes dark. Never mistake that you can continually repeat the bright to dark, the bright to dark, the bright to dark, unless you do something different. So this is me telling you to fill the bright room through the front door with all of the things that light up your soul and feel so good for you. And really learn to block and release and remove the things that are going to make your space darker. Because that's where you're going to settle every day, is in the bright room, right? You're not settling in the rest of the world. You settle in the bright room. The rest of the world is what gives you fulfillment, what brings you your next level of joy, what will add to your challenges that you're going to rise above and become stronger through, right? While settling in the bright room that feels so fucking good. So this is your invitation. Where are you? So I want you to shout it out in the comments. Are you stuck with all the shit around you? Are you still shoveling? Are you to the door? Are you through with it still open? Is it locked? Where are you? And I want you this time, don't comment, unmute yourself and talk to me. Where are you? And share with me where you're at now that I've given you that amazing analogy. Woo! Listen, did I not tell you that that was going to be just a fire power to your freaking soul? Yeah. And guess what? It was, right? But here's the deal, and something that I want to make so clear. That was the second to last session of an 8-week program that I have. And so it was just what they needed, that next little igniter to just step out and move forward into the bright room, or go through the front door, or to dig a little faster or harder to get to the door, to get it open, right? It was just that little igniter that they needed. For you though, that is your beginning. Listening to that and hearing that, wherever you're at right now, it's just your beginning. So right this fucking second, it's time for you to step forward, right? It's time for you to make a different decision for yourself. So the first decision should absolutely be going to community.soulhealingzone.com, because every single Monday I do a Soul Tribe session and we talk about a different aspect to helping you light a fire in your soul and find yourself again. So you get the podcast on Thursdays, you get the Soul Tribe session on Mondays. It's a beautiful thing. That's absolutely where you should be. All right. Number 2, what action do you need to take right fucking now to continue moving through to the light room, or to start the process to move through the light room? And if you don't know what to do, send me a message on Facebook. Let's chat about it. I'm here to help you. That's why I do this. That's why I was born, is to help people. There is nothing worse though than hearing something like that, feeling fired up, fuck yeah, this is everything. I love this, is what I need. And then you do nothing. So I'm telling you right now, if you're sick of being stuck, you're sick of being in that dark room, in those dark places, and you're ready to step into the light and bright room, then you must take fucking action. Or else you're just going to be in the same place, complaining about the same shit, and nothing is going to change. I am so grateful that you listened to this episode. And like I said, I cannot wait to hear what you think about it. Isn't it time that you stop sabotaging yourself, stop being everything to everyone, and actually do the work to find yourself again? Because I am here right now inviting you to take me by the hand and say yes to yourself, because you're either going to stay exactly where you are, feeling the way you feel and continually spiraling down, or you've had enough and you're ready for a change. My amazing Soul Circle program is exactly what you need in order to get the bi-weekly dose of power to fight for yourself a little more and to move to those next levels of your personal power. It is an implementation-based personal growth accelerator that helps you go from feeling powerless, disconnected, exhausting yourself, being everything to everyone else, letting yourself go, barely hanging in there sort of life, into putting simple processes in place, using tools and strategies that help you step into your personal power, unleash your inner badass, and put yourself first without feeling guilty, unapologetically authentic. Soul Circle is all about helping you renew, rebalance, rebuild, reclaim, rekindle, and recharge you. Soul stands for set a strong foundation for your mindset to create a harmony in your life. Overcome what really has you stuck so you can free yourself of guilt and people pleasing once and for all. Unleash your inner badass. Live as the person you know you are instead of editing yourself for those around you because you feel like you have to. And then learn where to invest your time so that you feel peaceful, connected, and like you again. This is a life acceleration membership that's implementation based with support, no excuse accountability, and a community of like-minded women who are finding themselves and stepping into their power as well. Soul Circle is for you if you're sick of procrastinating, fear failure, you don't ever feel like you're good enough, you are full of self-doubt, you are constantly sabotaging yourself, you feel like you need to people please, you put yourself last, you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and stressed, you continually give even when you have nothing left, you wear your strength as a badge of honor, but you also feel defeated, and you are a fighter, yet sick of fighting because you don't know how to stop. And it's definitely for you if you're pissed off, frustrated, overwhelmed, annoyed, scared, and you can't seem to wrap your head around when you got to this place or how you got stuck. I would love to welcome you to my Soul Circle membership program because it is exactly what you need to continue taking those consistent steps forward to shifting your life, stepping into your personal power, unleashing your inner badass, and yes, finding yourself again. To learn more and sign up, go to soulcircle.life. Again, that's soulcircle.life. Thank you so much for listening to the Soul Fire podcast. I truly appreciate you taking out your time to be here. I would love it if you would subscribe and share. And at the end of each episode, head over to community.soulhealingzone.com. Again, that's community.soulhealingzone.com, and share with me, what was your number one takeaway? What really connected with you? What got your fire lit? What was something that you absolutely loved about this episode? I cannot wait to continue creating more episodes with you, connecting with you, and helping you through this journey on this thing called life. I'll see you later.